Hey drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing you some more fun-free drumming ideas. I thought today we'd look at a little beat that I came up with. It's really simple in essence, but what we're going to do is we're going to change the voices about, play around with the dynamics a little bit, just to make it something a little bit more special and a little bit more funky. Okay, so sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Cool. Right, I'll start off in the usual fashion. I'll just knock out the groove a couple of times and then I'll break it down and just show you a couple of other things that you can do with it and make it a little bit more difficult. So here we go. So that's it. Shall I show you what it is? Basically, all we're doing is this. Or like this. And that is it. So all I'm playing really is just 16th notes, single strokes. And then on beats 2 and 4, we've got an accent on the snare just to give us our backbeat, and then we've got a bass drum coming down on beat 1, and then the and of 3. Okay, so just the simple part would be 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and a 4. I nearly messed it up. Okay, but anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to sort of, it's probably best to start on the snare drum and then we're just going to chuck in a couple of hi-hat notes as well. So what I'll do is I'll break it down into 2 halves, okay? So we'll just look at the first 8 notes, or the first 2 beats, or that'd be 1 E and and 2 E and I'll show you what I'm doing. If we just look at the hands first, actually I'll put the bass drum in because there's only 1 bass drum note, that's on the first note. One of the things with this groove is that every time we're hitting the bass drum, it's going to be with the right hand while it's on the hi-hat. Okay, so I'll just show you the first half and then I'll explain it a little bit more. So the first half just goes like this. Okay, so we've got, with the hands, bass drum, like I said, just on the first note, with the hands, we're going 1 E and 2 E and Okay, so the hi-hat is being played with the left hand, so the first note is in the right hand, sorry, the first hi-hat note we're going to be playing is with the right hand, and then we've got the next time we go to the hi-hat, it's going to be with the left hand. Okay, and that's going to be on beat 1, 1 E and okay, and then we're going to accent on the snare. Okay, so we've got 1 E and 2, and we're going to go E and okay, so that first bit without the bass drum, 1 E and with the bass drum, 1 E and 2 E and Nice and simple so far. It's going to start sounding a bit more special when we start speeding it up. Let's have a look at the second half. So we're looking at 3 E and 4 E and. So 3 E and starts off with 2 notes on the snare drum. So we've got 3 E, then we're going to bring the right hand up and hit the bass drum on the and of 3. So we've got 3 E and up. Okay, so 3 E and then what we've got an accent. Okay, so we're on beat 4. Going to get that backbeat in there, so a nice accent with the right hand, right, and then we're going to get on the E of 4, we're going to have the hi-hat again, and then we've got a little right, left on the snare drum. So the second half is, I'll keep looking at the transcription because it helps me explain it. Okay, so we've got 3 E and up, E and up. And if we stick those 2 together, it's going to sound something like this. Faster. Easy. Okay, but it sounds more complicated than it actually is, which is great. So I'll just explain another couple of things. Every time I'm hitting the hi-hat, I'm hitting it quite hard, and I'm using the shoulder of the stick, and I'm clocking, I'm hitting the edge of it, okay, so you get that sort of spitting sound coming out a little bit more. Okay, when I'm hitting with my left hand, again you want to do the same thing, so I'm actually coming down, striking it, just just almost catching it on the way down so that my left hand's never veering too far away from the snare drum. I don't want to be doing it up here because it's going to be quite hard to get that snare drum back. So if you watch closely, you'll notice I always come down, catch the hi-hat, like I said, with the shoulder of the stick, pretty hard because you want it to stand out almost more than those little ghost notes on the snare drum. Which brings me on to the ghost notes. Anything on the snare drum which isn't beat 2 or 4, just treat it as a ghost note, so you're just going to be tapping away. So if I was to play the snare drum without the hi-hat notes, it would be... So I'm barely touching them. You just want them to be sort of, you know, slightly audible so that you can feel them. They're kind of like, well, that's why they're called ghost notes. Right, so we've learnt that. I'll play it one more time. Now, just to spice it up, is we can just play a few more bass drums every time we hit that hi-hat note. Every time we hit that hi-hat. If you're going to be hitting the bass drum at the same time as the left hand coming up to the hi-hat, it's going to be a bit tricky. So just try and get used to sort of making perfect contact exactly the same time. So you don't want to end up flamming it because it will kind of ruin the groove a little tiny bit. So I'll just give you a couple of examples of that. I'll tell you what, quite a nice one to put in is if you just put a bass drum on the E of 4. Which is where you'll be playing a hi-hat with your left hand. That's going to sound like this. The last 2 notes. Okay, what we can also do, in fact, I'll just randomly chuck them. Obviously you can check out the PDF file and get the notation, and I'll put like a few different ideas where you've got bass drums landing on basically the hi-hat. But what you can also do is every time you hit that hi-hat and the bass drum, you can just open it very slightly, okay? So my toes are just going to lift a tiny bit. I'm not going to lift my whole foot up. You just want a very clean sort of sound, if you see what I mean. So I'll just play it and I'll start including a few more bass drums on the hi-hat, and then I'll start opening the hi-hat every now and again when I hit that bass drum. So here we go. Okay, you kind of get the idea there. So that was just random. But quite a nice little exercise is to put a bass drum on every time you hit the hi-hat and try and open it. So you get this. And then you can just go straight back into that normal groove, because at the end of the day, just remember, all it is that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I hope you can have a little bit of fun with that. Obviously, just use a similar sort of concept to come up with your own ideas. Like always now, I'll start putting up the sort of notation on www.onlinedrummer.com. I mean, if you're already watching this from there, nice. I don't need to say any more, because you've got to do is click on that sheet music, which should be just below the video. So, yeah, if you're watching this from YouTube, please subscribe if you enjoyed what you like and you want to see more. And if you could navigate that little mouse to the like button, that would be brilliant as well. Okay, so until next time, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, bye.